Ball sizzling in the air.
I told my boss it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping the track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, I ain't know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just underscoring them, boy, man. I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with the bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I turn on my vision. You young, you should get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor will cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my bad had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking thanks, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them. Round and around, my dog just called. Hold on, money calling right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is me, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turn down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. Hey, I'm too turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you ride.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Arrowhead. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, that's an old play caller's trick right there. Right up there with run the ball inside the tackles on first down. You just watch your quarterback get sacked on the previous play. Now you let those defensive linemen penetrate again, hoping to get their hands on him one more time. But this time, he's got the perfect call dialed up, and the screen burns him for a first down.
Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
They're going to keep it on the ground, and he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, it's Watson. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns have come back to make it a 2-point game. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it, so they take just the 1 here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one is incomplete, and it also concludes quarter number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sione Takitaki drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Watson off play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. A field goal gets him the lead, but they'll risk it here on 4th and goal. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
He'll find Smith-Schuster again. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a second. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And again, that's already 3 sacks for him here.
In this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to this. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Or they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now a first down throw, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 65 yards. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for two. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for two, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On second and a couple, Mahomes. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by Greg Newsome. They exited the pocket, trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They go with Chubb on second down. And not a whole lot to speak of there, as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Watson on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Here's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points.
Mahomes hit, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, screen play, McKinnon. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Watson now to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, Mahomes. And hitting Juju on the slant. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 27 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sione Takitaki in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59. There he goes right side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Watson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Wide open receiver complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is now to gimme.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He finds McKinnon, complete. Oh, and he'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, fourth down now. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Sliding, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Watson now to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. One final try for Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick. Unsuccessfully.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Steps away. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Open man is Samuel, complete. And some room to roam now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Purdy bootlegging it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback when he's got no blocking in front of him.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down and 4. Mahomes caught. Kelsey left side. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this one's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Forced out to his left. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first round.